Long ago, in a faraway land, there lived a young girl named Cinderella. Cinderella was kind and smart and beautiful. When Cinderella was very young, she had a happy life. Then one day, her mother died. Soon after, her father decided to marry again. The woman he married had 2 daughters of her own, Lottie and Dottie. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters were not kind. Cinderella's stepmother gave her daughters beautiful gowns of the finest silk and dazzling jewels and toys. To Cinderella, she gave nothing. Then, sadly, Cinderella's father died too. Cinderella was left all alone in the large house with her 2 mean stepsisters and awful stepmother. Cinderella's life was hard. Her stepmother made Cinderella a servant in her own home. Every morning, Cinderella had to rise before dawn to do the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry, the baking, and the gardening, as well as take orders from Lottie and Dottie all day long. By the end of the day, Cinderella was so exhausted, she would occasionally fall fast asleep, curled up by the fire amid the cinder and ashes. This is why she was called Cinderella. Though her clothes were tattered and her face and hair were covered in ashes and soot, Cinderella was still beautiful and had a kind and cheerful heart. Lottie and Dottie teased Cinderella all the time. "Your clothes look like dirty diapers," Lottie would shriek. "Your face looks like a bucket of mud," Dottie would say. Then they would laugh and eat chocolates and ham sandwiches while watching Cinderella work. Cinderella's stepsisters were as ugly on the inside as they were on the outside. One day, a page from the castle arrived at the house with an invitation.
"The prince is hosting a grand ball in 3 days' time. He is hoping to find a bride. Every eligible young woman shall come and meet the prince."
Lottie and Dottie were very excited. "I'm going to marry the prince," Lottie exclaimed. "Why should you marry the prince? You look like a rotten potato," Dottie shouted. Lottie and Dottie were just about to get into a very large fight when they heard Cinderella ask, "Can I go to the ball?" For a moment, the 2 sisters stared at each other. Then they laughed so hard they rolled around on the floor. "You go to the ball?" Dottie chortled. "That's the silliest thing I've ever heard," Lottie giggled. "Can you imagine our Cinderella married to the prince?" Dottie exclaimed, which made the girls laugh even harder.
"Girls, what is going on here?"
Cinderella's stepmother yelled as she entered the room. The girls stopped laughing long enough to tell their mother what had happened.
"Don't be silly. Of course Cinderella may go to the ball," said the stepmother.
The girls were very confused. This they did not expect. Lottie and Dottie began to protest when their mother continued.
"She may go to the ball if all of her chores are completed and she has sewn herself a new dress."
All that day, and the next, Cinderella's stepmother gave Cinderella a long list of chores to do. Every day, from morning until night, Cinderella scrubbed and mopped and polished. There was no time to make a new dress. The night of the ball, Lottie and Dottie dressed up in their finest gowns and followed their mother out the door to the waiting carriage. Cinderella silently watched them go. She did not have a new dress, so she could not go to the ball. Sadly, Cinderella wandered out to the garden. There she sat down on the bench and cried. Suddenly, poof! A little old lady with wings and a wand was floating right in front of Cinderella. "Cinderella," said the lady, "I am your fairy godmother. Since it is your wish, you will go to the ball." "But how?" asked Cinderella. "I have no dress and no way to get there." "Run, quick, and fetch me 4 mice, a pumpkin, and a lizard from the garden." Cinderella did so as fast as she could. First, the fairy godmother touched the pumpkin. Poof! The pumpkin was transformed into a dazzling coach. Next, she touched the 4 mice. Poof! The 4 mice became 4 beautiful, proud, white horses. Then the fairy godmother touched the lizard. Poof! The lizard turned into a stately coachman in uniform. Cinderella was very surprised, to say the least. "Now," said the fairy godmother, "since you are so kind and smart, I will make you as beautiful on the outside as you are on the inside." The fairy godmother touched her wand to Cinderella's torn dress, and poof! Cinderella's rags became a beautiful ball gown. On Cinderella's feet were 2 delicate glass slippers. "Enjoy yourself at the ball," said the fairy godmother, "but be warned, my magic will end at midnight, and everything will be as it was before." "Oh, thank you, thank you!" cried Cinderella as she climbed into her coach and sped off to the castle. When Cinderella arrived at the ball, everyone stared at her. She was the most beautiful woman there. She looked so different that even her stepsisters and stepmother did not know who she was. The prince thought she was beautiful too. When he talked to her, he also discovered that she was kind, smart, and funny too. The prince danced with Cinderella all night long, and Cinderella had never had so much fun. Suddenly, Cinderella noticed that the clock was about to strike midnight. "I've had a lovely evening," Cinderella told the prince, "but I really must go now." With that, she gathered up her skirts and fled the castle, leaving the prince very distraught.
"Wait!" he cried. "I don't even know your name."
He chased after her, but Cinderella had vanished into the night. Then the prince found a glass slipper on the stair. In Cinderella's haste to leave, the slipper had fallen off of her foot, and she didn't have time to go back for it. The prince had a great idea.
"I will search every house in my kingdom. I will find the woman who fits this slipper, and I will marry her, if she would like to marry me."
The next day he began his search. He went to every house in his entire kingdom, but still he could not find the woman who fit the glass slipper. Finally, he arrived at Cinderella's house. Lottie was the first to try on the slipper, but her foot was much too fat. Next, Dottie tried on the slipper, but her foot was much too long. Desperate, the prince asked,
"Are there any other young women in the house?"
"Only our maidservant," Cinderella's stepmother snorted, "but she didn't go to the ball."
"I would like her to try it,"
said the prince. And they had to obey him because he was the prince. Cinderella came out of the kitchen and tried on the slipper. It fit her foot perfectly. The prince smiled at Cinderella and nervously asked her,
"Will you be my bride?"
"I most certainly will," Cinderella replied. "You are as handsome on the inside as you are on the outside." Soon after, Cinderella and the prince were married, and Cinderella moved to the castle. Lottie, Dottie, and her stepmother moved to the castle as well, and ate a lot of chocolates and a lot of ham sandwiches, and everyone lived happily ever after.
Once upon a time, in a peaceful village of Yorkshire, there lived a girl named Belle. She loved reading and spent much of her time reading books. Good morning, Belle.
Good morning, Uncle Bob.
Hey there.
Huff! Brother, you shocked me. That was unexpected.
Belle, Sam, will you both come here for a minute?
Coming, Father.
I'm going out to the port to deliver goods.
Should I bring something for you?
No, Pa. I don't want anything. Just a rose would do.
I want a leather jacket.
And off he went towards the port. Her father reached the ship of newcomers who brought in dazzling clothes, jewels, and the finest leather a man could ask for.
Wow! I love these rare pieces, but I can only take as much in my small cart. Thank you. All the shopping is done for my daughter and son. I should move now. It's getting late. Rothshire! Oh, that seems like an old castle. I wonder if anybody stays here. I need a place to stay for the night. Huh? Hello? Is anyone there? Oh, please.
Sit down. Eat. Your bed is arranged in the north wing of the castle. You may have rest there.
Thank you. You are so kind. It will make me happy if you can come down and I can thank you properly.
No! It's all right. You are a guest for our castle. Stay for the night. But just remember, we hate thieves. So don't take anything that doesn't belong to you.
Sure. Oh, it's morning. I think I must leave and reach home before kids start to worry. What? Wow, what a magnificent garden with so many flowers of all colors. And that blue rose. I've never seen a blue rose before. Belle will love it. The owner asked me not to steal anything, but this is just a flower, I suppose.
What have you done? You stole from me! I will have you rot in my tower for betraying my generosity!
I'm sorry. I only meant to take back a rose for my daughter. No! Please let me go! My children are waiting for me. I am sorry.
You should have thought about them before you stole from me. Now you will be my prisoner.
No. A week had gone by, and Belle still could not find her father.
Belle, I hope we find Father soon.
Surely he is fine. Don't worry, we'll find him. Let's go to the port.
Look, Belle! This arrow is pointing to the wrong way!
Yes, it is. Let's find out what goes there. Maybe we could find Pa. Bro, that's our horse Palomino. Pa should be here. Pa!
Belle! Sam! I am here!
Pa, are you all right? Who did this to you?
Let me get you out of this cage! Belle, fetch me that axe! How dare you!
Monster! treat my father like an animal.
Your father tried to steal from me, and you tried to help him escape. No one is leaving the castle now.
Can I please ask you something? What has my father done to deserve this punishment?
He betrayed my generosity. I gave him shelter in a storm, and he tried to steal my most precious thing.
I didn't know the importance of it. I felt it was just a flower, and I am sorry.
I am very sorry for what happened. It's my mistake. I asked him to bring a rose. I plead you. Please release him. You may keep me prisoner instead.
Could she be the one I am waiting for? Is she the one to release me from my curse?
A handsome guy sitting on a throne. An ugly lady is standing in front of him and requests something. No way! Get away from me, you ugly witch!
Ugly witch! You refuse to see my inner beauty. Now I curse you to become uglier than your imagination. You will live like this.
Please, I am sorry. I did not know who you are.
Does not matter. People will never know who you really are too, until there is someone who loves you despite of your looks.
I would rather die than living like this.
Fine. You must realize how life is without beauty. And if you wish to die, just eat this rose. In fact, you can give someone else your remaining life if you just think about that person.
Actually, I can agree to something like that. If you are ready to take their place, they can leave.
Pa, it's all right. You must go. I will be fine here. It's better if I stay here rather than you two.
Belle, how would you be alright? I love you more than my life, and have taken care of you after your mother left us.
Now it's my chance to repay for your love. You must go and take care of you and Sam. I take full responsibility for this.
I will not lock her. She will be a free person to move around in my castle.
Thank you. I'll be fine, Pa. You may go.
I am sorry, Belle. Please take care of yourself.
For a walk.
I know you are missing your family.
I don't know if I will see them ever. I do miss them.
Belle, what happened? Why are you sad?
Belle, Father is seriously sick. He is on bed since we left you. He won't eat or drink. I am confused and don't know what to do. I thought I'd write to you. Love, Sam.
Belle, I grant you a week. You go and revive your dad, but don't forget to return before the week's end.
Dad, I am here now, and you...
Belle, dear, what happened?
The doctor told me that Father is going to die in a few days.
Oh, I think I can help. Just wait here. This is not an ordinary flower. It will give life to one, but take away from another. Just eat the petals and think of the person you want to save. It will save his life and take yours. Now go.
You will be fine, Pa. Nothing will happen to you. You have become fine, but I was supposed to die. How did it go wrong? The rose was broken before I ate. No! I know you did it. You ate the part of the flower and saved my life. You gave your own life for mine. I love you. Who are you?
The curse has been broken. I am back to my real self. I know you truly love me, and I love you too, Belle.
A little girl named Goldilocks got really lost in the woods while she was chasing a fox. She ran, she jumped, she lost her way and found a home in the woods. So it was okay, so nice. In this home she saw a picture on the wall of three big bears, well, one was small. When the looks was sleepy, she needed a snooze, she rested a bit. What she have to lose? Well, to say she was hungry, that was plain to see. She saw a big bowl of stew. She saw and counted 3. The first bowl was too hot, the second one too cold. The first one was great. It was perfect for her. She was much too tired and really needed rest. Walking through the woods that day had really drained her zest. With her belly full of stew, that much being said, it would be so cool, she thought, if I could find a bed. Goldilocks find 3 beds while she stumbled around. The first bed was hard as a stone, and the second was much too sound. The last bed she saw was the most comfy ever. She slept tight all night, not a toss or turn, never. The big bears came back in the middle of the night. Someone had been eating the stew, and this just wasn't right. Oh, must be the rats again, Papa Bear said. He mumbled and grumbled and started to look in his bed. Papa bed was left in, and Mama was too. Even the tiny baby bear's bed was. Baby pointed at Goldie and said, "It was you." Goldilocks ran and ran, yes she ran away. Goldilocks ran and ran, yeah, yes she ran away. Goldilocks ran, yet and jumped. Goldilocks ran so far away. Goldilocks ran, yes she ran, yet and jumped, yes she ran. Goldilocks ran, yes she ran, till she was so very far away.
Rapunzel. Long time ago, in a world when magic used to exist, there lived a simple constructor and his wife. He was good at his art and built beautiful houses, bridges, and towers. He and his wife were longing to have a child for quite a while.
My love, when will God give us a beautiful child?
Don't worry, my dear. I'm sure God is listening right now, for his time is perfect. The perfect time came, and they were about to have a baby. But then, some deadly disease struck their town. The wife fell sick with the plague.
Oh dear, I feel sick. My head hurts and my tummy too. I need something that makes me feel better, or I'm afraid I won't see my child in this world.
Don't you worry, my love. Nothing will happen to you. Just sleep a little till I come back with some help.
Oh, please do, for I feel like I am fading away. I want to live with my child.
Healer! Healer! Please come with me! Hurry!
I am sorry. It is plague. It's killing everybody in town. There's no cure. You go, and I will visit your home soon after clearing my patients.
Oh dear, you look so disturbed.
My wife is suffering with plague. She is going to die before she can give birth to my baby. I don't know what to do. She always wanted to have a child. I feel helpless.
Sick, you say? Child, you say? Ah ha ha! You will have a daughter. I always wanted a little girl. So this deal shall we make, and you better don't dare to break. For a potion for your wife I will make, but in exchange of your daughter as soon as she arrives Earth.
The constructor was scared by the witch's offer, but he didn't have a choice and accepted her deal. Once home, he said to his wife,
Dear wife, drink this, you must. This magical potion will restore your health.
Oh, dear husband, I hope you're all right. I was beginning to faint.
As soon as she said this, she drank the potion and immediately felt better.
Oh, dear husband, I feel so much better. I'm going to live for my baby.
Finally, the words of the witch came true. She gave birth to a little girl. Oh, and she was beautiful, with the most beautiful hair, like strands of gold. The constructor had a plan to save her from the wicked witch. He knew the witch is going to come as the baby girl was born. So, to elude this, he built the tallest tower ever, with only one window, and with his abilities as a constructor, he made a secret passage to the top. There was only one door. The tower was deep inside the jungle, and only he and his wife knew about it.
Don't worry, dear wife. The wicked witch can't find her here. We'll keep our daughter here and won't tell the witch that the baby is born.
When the witch came to their home to ask for the baby, the parents acted to cry and told her that the baby didn't survive. Nevertheless, the wicked witch was smart and knew magic.
Ah! You insignificant, arrogant constructor! You think you can fool me? Now you will suffer the consequences!
Said the wicked witch as she cast a spell over the married couple, making them fall asleep.
Sleep you will! Sleep until your eyes fall off! Ah ha ha ha! I know about your hideout tower and can find it with my magic. Dear magic ball, show me where my daughter-to-be is. Take me there.
After reaching the tower, the witch broke open the door and started to climb. It turned out to be a trap. The stairs begin to fall as she stepped on them. She runs very hard and somehow survives and reaches the top.
That evil builder! He wanted to kill me with his stupid tricks. but I am still here.
She takes the child in her hands and says,
Now, my child, I'll be your new mother, and Rapunzel will be your name, and you will grow to be a beautiful woman, far from this horrible world. You will be all mine, my child, and I will treat you right.
The Wicked Witch took very well care of the baby till she grew up to be this beautiful child with even more beautiful long blonde hair, which was wonderful, bright, and yellow like the sun.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, will you lay down your long blonde hair to use it as a stair?
Said the Wicked Witch, and as Rapunzel let her hair down, the Wicked Witch climbed up with it through the window to the top.
Oh, Godmother, when will I meet the outside world? There's so much I want to see,
said Rapunzel, gazing through the window.
No, Rapunzel. I said no. There's nothing outside for you to see. It's a bad, bad world out there. You will stay safe in this tower forever,
said the Wicked Witch as she closed the curtain's window. Some years passed by, till the king's young and handsome son was venturing through the woods with his horse. Suddenly, he heard a beautiful voice coming from the woods, so he followed it. He was happily surprised to find a beautiful girl singing at the top of a big tower with no doors or stairs.
Mother, I want to be free. Mother.
How can I get to the top and meet that beautiful girl with that wonderful voice?
Said the young prince. As he couldn't find a way up, he carried on his way to the kingdom, feeling sorry for not being able to climb the tower to the long-haired girl. Once again, the handsome prince went through the woods, only to have a glimpse of the beautiful girl. Incidentally, the witch was visiting Rapunzel.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, will you lay down your long blonde hair to use it as a stair?
Once Rapunzel's hair was down, she used it to climb up.
So that's the way up,
said the handsome prince as he drove away in his horse. Another day went by, and the handsome prince used the chant to deceive Rapunzel and climb to her.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, will you lay down your long blonde hair to use it as a stair?
Said the prince, imitating the Wicked Witch's voice. Rapunzel was surprised to see a stranger walk in the tower unannounced. As he entered the tower, he fed humble and beautiful words to Rapunzel to avoid scaring her.
Do not fear, my beautiful princess, for I have fell in love with your voice, and my only purpose is to know you and make you my wife, if this be your will.
Oh my, I hear your words and they speak truth. I shall be your wife if you take me with you.
It's too late today. It is not safe for you. You be ready tomorrow. I'll come. I'll take you with me,
said the handsome prince as he kissed Rapunzel's hand and climbed down. Early in the morning, the witch visits Rapunzel. Rapunzel was sleepy. She pulls the witch, and as she gets inside, Rapunzel blurts by mistake. She said,
Oh, Godmother, how come you are heavier than the handsome prince?
Prince, you say? How dare you? You've been receiving visitors to this tower, poisoning with the outside world. Now you will pay for your disobedience. I'll cast you out to the desert to live the rest of your life in misery.
In the daytime, the prince comes to visit Rapunzel, and the Wicked Witch took advantage of the unaware prince.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, will you lay down your long blonde hair to use it as a stair?
Said the prince. But as he made it to the top, he was surprised to see the Wicked Witch instead of her beautiful Rapunzel.
Ah ha ha! Rapunzel is not here anymore. You corrupted my child, and for that you will be punished,
said the Wicked Witch as he scared the prince into falling off the tower through the window. The prince fell into a bush full of thorns, some of them piercing his eyes, leaving him blind and disoriented. He wandered around for days till he came to the same desert that Rapunzel was cast to. The prince's spirit was broken, but then he listened to a beautiful voice, a voice he was familiar with, so he followed it. As he came near it, he rapidly noticed it was the voice of her beautiful Rapunzel. Rapunzel!
Oh, my dear handsome prince, what did the witch do to you?
It's okay, Rapunzel. Your beautiful voice guided me to you, and now we can be together once more, said the prince, smiling at her.
Oh, my dear handsome prince, but your eyes.
Rapunzel was crying, holding her prince. A tear from her eyes slips into the prince's eyes. It magically heals his blindness. I can see! I can see! Oh, Rapunzel, I'm so happy, said the handsome prince, hugging Rapunzel.
My dear prince, you can see.
Rapunzel and the prince were as happy and joyful as they could be. They headed to the kingdom, where they got married and had beautiful children, living happily ever after.
Be very careful, avoid the dangers. Little Red Riding Hood didn't listen to her mother like she should. Don't talk to strangers. You must be very careful, avoid the dangers. Little Red Riding Hood didn't listen to her mother like she should. She was told to go to Grandma's house. She tried to hurry, not be late. She saw that shadow that was weird. Suddenly the big bad wolf appeared. She did not continue to walk. Instead she started to talk. She did not continue to walk. Instead she talked with walls. Don't talk to strangers. They will flee. Like